Something's very wrong in the state of Victoria. Having grown up here, attended 13 years of school here and 5 years of university here, started 2 businesses here and employed hundreds of people here, I think I'm qualified to talk about how crime and incompetence is ruining this joint. I'm not going to dwell on the machete fights, the home invasions and all these random stabbings that I see every day, but I'm going to talk about the downstream effect on industry and why our leaders care more about the well-being of criminals than the people who pay their wages. The end result is perfectly covered in this clip, but I'll warn you, if you're a Victorian, it's pretty confronting. Watch.
The statistics tell a bleak story. In the year to June, there are nearly 500,000 criminal incidents recorded by Victoria Police in Victoria. That's up nearly 20% on a year earlier. Major retailers recently wrote to the Premier, citing a near 30% surge in retail crimes. In the year to June, motor theft is up 42%, and aggravated burglaries linked to car theft are reportedly up 220% over the past 5 years. As well, business insolvencies in Victoria are up 34% year on year. Victoria's unemployment is the worst in the nation, despite the public service hiring spree, and job ads are down 16% year on year. $150 billion in debt. Victoria's net debt is now the highest of any state, and it's increased more than sixfold from just $22 billion when the current Labor government and Dan Andrews first took office. Since 2014, Labor's added or increased some 50 taxes or charges.
This is Victoria, guys. So why is this hurting business? Andrew Hall from the Insurance Council of Australia recently commented that an incident involving vehicle-related theft happens every 44 seconds in Victoria, which means that a 35% increase in car insurance costs for Victorians and Victorian businesses who operate fleets of cars, vans and trucks. Vehicles get stolen, broken into, the insured puts a claim in, the insurer gets more claims, and the cost of insurance goes up. It's pretty straightforward. This is one of the consequences of piss poor bail laws and judges that just refuse to hold on to repeat offenders. And it is repeat offenders. Victoria Police have said that they arrested around 1,000 offenders last year under 18 years of age related to vehicle crime. Forget this, 7,000 individual offences.
Crimes against property almost always involve crimes against the person. And remember, I told you I spoke with someone who is a very senior legal official in our court system. Most magistrates in our system who deal with matters of criminal law do not want to punish young people. And then there's the question of prison sentences. We don't want to put them in prison either, certainly not an adult prison. So what you've now got is a generation of young criminals who have worked out that there are pretty much no consequences for what they do. You're getting to the situation where a home invasion isn't just about stealing valuables or cash or maybe the family car. It is about stabbing someone, perhaps with a machete, about changing their lives permanently in a really bad way. And again, our legal system is to blame. Our government is to blame.
Let's shift away from physical crime for a sec. Let's talk fraud, and it's a Melbourne favourite. In the same period when all the vehicles were getting heisted, credit card fraud rose by 16%. Take my own example from 3 years ago. My car window got smashed and they took my wallet amongst a bunch of other stuff. And it's not just the fact that they stole my wallet and smashed my window. They actually spent $800 on my credit and debit cards and then used my ID to commit 2 more crimes. Applying for a credit card and then going and getting a mobile phone under my name. And I only found out when I looked at my credit file about a year later. Now, I get the money back, but it's not the bank that wears the cost. It's the end business where the purchases were made. They get stung with the chargebacks. Next, let's talk infrastructure projects in Victoria. So the top 5 projects in Melbourne over the last 10 years have experienced a minimum 100% cost blowout. So why do I bring this up? Because it's businesses and individuals that get taxed to make up for it. 54 new or increased taxes over the last 10 years, including massive increases to land tax, which affect businesses. They're the ones that pay the leases, which are increasing. And lastly, Regular taxpayers, aka Victorian consumers, are leaving because crime's nuts, the shops are closing, and things just aren't what they used to be.
Knife-wielding teens have fought a running battle in front of horrified neighbours as children were out trick-or-treating in Melbourne's west. It was the final straw for one resident who's now moving in search of a safer suburb.
A Halloween gang fight just as families were out trick-or-treating. It happened just after 6 p.m. in Wyndham Vale. Two boys were being targeted by hooded thugs armed with a knife. The battle went back and forth before they came to blows. Inevitably, one of the boys was slashed with the knife.
It's disgusting. It's always happening and there's just no concern or care for anyone.
It's just unsafe. I mean, the crime rate is just spiraling out of control, so we need some type of, protection.
It's left residents at the end of their tether, one even moving house in search of a safer suburb.
Yeah, just out of here. You want to feel safe in your community and it's just not like that now.
I'm going to wind up in a sec, but the question that business owners need to ask themselves is this. Based on these factors, will my suburb, my city, or Victoria itself be the best option for my company's future? There's a rule in investment, and its capital goes where it's treated best. And based on the available evidence, Victoria treats its capital like shit. Thanks again.